there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi. Sorry for being late, but I wanted to eat some food while I was fresh. And oh, my door just opened. I don't want that. No. No, thank you. I was offered some juice. Like, nah. Because if I spill that in my room, ants will appear. And I do not want ants right now. No. If it was water, then I think I would have accepted it. Just because I spill water all the time, it's fine. And ooh, was the food good? Yes, it was. Surprisingly, only I had spaghetti. I was like, oh, okay, no one else wanted that. More for me. Nom. And then I had some adobo rice. I let everyone else have chicken, though. I was so tempted to take some, but then I'm like, nah, I literally ate all the spaghetti. I ate some adobo rice, and then I'm like, yeah, I can't be too greedy. And was I able to do all the defensive battles? Yes, indeed. The last one was Romulus, correct? If yes, then I did that. All the way to then. Ooh, hello. How's it going? Pretty good. I have a full stomach. Part of me wanted to eat some more, like some dessert that was in the fridge, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna get tired. So without further ado, Realm of the Thanatos Impulse, Traum. How bad will this be? It'll be fine. Worst case, if Traum is traumatic, I will eat some cheesecake afterwards to feel better. Prologue. Ooh. Oh no! I hope the water comes back over there. And yo, this is fancy. Very fancy. Thoughts on what constitutes a perfect human? I mean, okay, but that's kind of vague, isn't it? For a start, we'd have to agree on a definition for perfect before we could even discuss that. An excellent point. Then allow me to take the first crack at it. A perfect human is one who makes no mistakes. Let us set aside matters like overcoming hardships and making the impossible possible. We may then define a perfect person simply as one who makes no errors in judgment. Okay, works for me. Even in the most amazing geniuses or superhumans inevitably make errors in judgment. In fact, you could argue that the mark of a skilled, intelligent human being is their ability to resolve matters in spite of any oversights or mistakes they might make. Oh, this is the Grail casting room? Yeah, I haven't been making any. As in, using those coins, right? Yeah, I haven't been doing that. Because I'm like, I'm gonna hoard these coins. I'm bad. But that wouldn't be perfect. Perfection is when you don't have any mistakes to make up for in the first place. Even if a person is average in every other regard, if their decisions were always correct, their actions, and by extension, the person who performed them would be perfect. So by that definition, that would make someone who never overlooks anything a perfect human. But the moment they do overlook something, however small, they are no longer perfect. Is that what you mean, Sion? Yes, that sounds right. It is a shame that a single careless mistake is all it takes to knock someone off the pedestal of perfection. However, were we to use your definition, Da Vinci, we would face a paradox. If a problem can be overlooked by a so-called perfect human, then that problem is more perfect than the human. Assuming it's equal to the task of deceiving a perfect human who never makes a wrong decision anyway. Oh, but in that case, maybe it's a situation where it only seems like someone made a mistake. But in reality, they simply chose to overlook the problem. In other words, a case where the perfect human deliberately overlooked the problem in order to be perfect. Ooh, hello. And thank you. Surprisingly, the weather's good right now, but then I think I'm gonna jinx that by saying that. Let me just knock on wood real quick. Okay, that should be fine. Fingers crossed. Because everything's in the green right now for OBS-kun. Then again, I think OBS-kun likes chaos. The problem, in this case, shouldn't be solved at all. In that case, overlooking the problem would be the correct choice. The perfect choice for our purposes. But at that point, I guess we're just arguing semantics, huh? Are you done with this side chatter? The Stormboarder will be leaving the Arctic Circle soon. You two aren't just passengers, you're technical and special advisors. It's your duty to make regular status reports, even if they don't have much new. Whoops, my bad. You're right, Captain. We did in fact originally come to give you a report. Then allow me to explain Novum Chaldea's current situation and our next steps. It has been several days since the British lost belt vanished. Yeah, it's definitely been several days, alright. We've successfully brokered peace with the immature beast Koyanskaya. However, immediately following this, we were attacked by the foreign god and lost our temporary base in the Wandering Sea. Fortunately, all of Novum Chaldea's staff managed to escape to the Stormboarder. We struck back at foreign god, that is, Yu Olga Marie, with the same gravitational destruction she used on the Wandering Sea, confusing her long enough to... Well, I would like to believe that her not coming after us means our plan was successful. Unfortunately, she is so far beyond what we would consider normal, that it is impossible to be certain. At any rate, both Spiritron Calculation Engine, Trimagestus II, and Near Future Observation Lens Shiba have been brought aboard the Stormboarder. It now serves as Chaldea's flying base of operations. That is a situation in which we now find ourselves. Now that we've escaped Yu Olga Marie, we are currently using Trimagestus II's prognostications to move between different safe zones. Despite encountering our share of difficulties at our various stops, we continue our flight even as we speak. Yep, we've been crisscrossing the Eurasian continent east and west. Of course, we occasionally touch down to convert the few remaining buildings into Spiritrons and stock up on resources. We ended up hiding out in the Arctic Circle for a pretty long time. Unsurprisingly, it was freezing there. I can't say I cared for that. I'm not built for cold. Oops, I had a feeling you might have been freezing there. Sorry about that, Captain. I hope you can give us a break on that. Trimagestus II suggested it was the safest place to lay low. I know, and it worked, since the foreign god hasn't attacked us here. But things changed yesterday, right, Captain? We're just about done weaponizing the essence of the sacred sword we obtained in the British Lost Belt. All that's left now is to simulate a few necessary tests. So Commander Gordolf, our administrative advisor, Holmes, me, as a technical advisor, and the rest of Chaldea's staff have all agreed it's time to leave the Arctic behind. Our next destination is the foreign god's base, South America. That's where we'll have our final showdown. At long last, we're passing through North America to the final Lost Belt. Yep. I just got a look at the Sacred Sword's armament's official name too. The whole Nemo series thinks it's great, myself included. Right? It's admittedly a little hyperbolic, but that's just part of its charm. Oh. Anomaly detected. Anomaly detected. Errors in Trimagestus II's prognostications and Shiba's near-future observations recorded. New. Undocumented obstacle in Novum Chaldea's plan to defeat the foreign god detected. Steep decline in proper human history's verification levels on this bleached Earth confirmed. Future threatening interference with the past confirmed. All Chaldea staff, prepare for ray-shift sequence. Shiba's observations indicate this massive singularity. Maybe the single greatest direct attack on human history. I guess that's why it's... Yep, 6.5. I can't wait to go there. I gotta farm so much. Since... Charlemagne, he needs new stuff, right? And I assume Moriarty, I didn't even look at what they needed. I also hope I can get Don Quixote. Well, actually, I want everyone. Section 1. My only friend is the coffin maker. Well, if my friend is the coffin maker, that sounds pretty good. Then I'm gonna have the best coffin because we're gonna be friends and we're gonna be best friends. And I will get the best friend discount. Right, coffin maker? Maybe? Darkness. My old friend. Thinking out loud. Beep. Can't understand. Beep. Are they alive? Are they dead? Are they standing? Sitting? Do they care for anything? Wish for anything? Pray for anything? They understand nothing. They know neither suffering nor joy. And of course I want Roland. Because I have a cell phone. A cell phone needs all his friends. They have no concerns, but also no relief. Only hunches and chills tell them the end is coming. And so, they die out here, miserably, meaninglessly. But something buried inside them kept them alive for just a little longer. So please, try to remain human as you should, till the very end. Turn not to prayer, but to song. It is all beep can do. Beep the beep, beep. Okay? Beep the beep, beep. That's a lot of lights. Thinking out loud. Yes, that's right. I must be a traitor. I betrayed both proper human history and sincerity. It must be my incompetence, or maybe it is how capable I am. At last, the days my sins, my evil deeds, and my duties all come to an end shall arrive. Here, beneath Reichenbach Falls. I guess that's where we are? So here's what you need to know about this massive singularity. The era is somewhat unstable, but we do know that it is somewhere after AD 1700, within a margin of at least 100 years. The location is presently unclear as well, but based on the vegetation we've discovered, we can rule out the Far East, Africa, and Europe. Our best guess is that we are somewhere in America. The magical energy levels are not as high as in the Age of Gods, but we're seeing tremendous fluctuations in the readings. The magical energy ripples are so numerous that it is like observing a pond on a rainy day. Frankly, it leaves me thinking anti-army noble phantasms might be popping out like fireworks in the singularity. Yeah, they are gonna pop out like fireworks. I keep using those. And no wonder why they had Holmes' interlude as an option for this. Or before this. And then, there is its foundation on humanity rating, error. Error? Not the EX rank that signifies non-standard values? Correct, it does not even register as non-standard. It's like nothing we've ever seen. Generally speaking, the smallest of the minute singularities are rated as E-. Any lower than that, and they wouldn't qualify as singularities.
Maybe it's just a bug in the system.
I hope so. Either way, I will continue to monitor both the rating and the singularity as the situation develops. But the point stands that at the moment, we have many questions and precious few answers.
Then we're essentially in the dark, which means...
We won't know more until we go there. I volunteer myself. I want to explore.
I hate to just fly out of the seat of our pants, but I don't see that we have a choice.
Fortunately, Holmes is one of the servants best qualified for this particular race shift. Once you get there, I'm sure you'll be able to get to the heart of the mystery in no time. Right, Holmes?
It's quite a responsibility, but you may rest assured that I am up to the task. Uncovering the truth is the very essence of a detective's calling.
Glad to have your Baritsu on board.
How very welcoming of you.
That's all you have to say about the singularity, yeah? Then I'll take it from here. You have one of other servant accompanying you on this mission, though I'm sorry to say it won't be MASH. Right. I'm afraid the Ortonax is still undergoing maintenance. It's okay, MASH. You deserve a break. In my capacity as technical advisor, I really can't allow her to race shift until maintenance is finished.
I'm not surprised. All those arduous battles in both Fairy Britain and Tunguska could easily have thrown her spirit origin a bit off kilter.
I guess Foe's not coming along this time either. The good news is, we're still planning to race shift MASH over there once the Ortonax's maintenance is done. As for your other companion this time around... Oh, it's Vlad.
You needn't continue dragging this out. It is I.
Sounds Vlad.
Indeed. This is a weighty responsibility, but I shall do my utmost to discharge my duty.
There are a number of other servants besides Count Vlad who are a match for this race shift, but we can only send 3 in total. Since we are going to send MASH later, that leaves us able to only send 2 for now. Since Holmes was already a lock for 1 position, that left only 1 slot for the last servant.
I was chosen after a peaceful discussion. Peaceful in this instance means only a bare minimum of blood spilled.
I'm guessing that a bunch of them fought for who would get this position. With only a bare minimum of blood spilled. Okay, that's good then if only Charlemagne and Primehill need them for the Ascension. I was kind of scared that Moriarty would need that too, or Don Quixote, who I want. I really want Don Quixote.
Sounds like they decided the winner by fighting to the death. Master, I know the Singularity is full of mysteries, but I urge you not to lose sight of our ultimate objective. Becoming emotionally invested in our enemies can lead us to lapses in judgment if we are not careful. But I suppose there is little point in telling you that now. You are our master. Do what you wish. I will remain on standby in my spirit form. Call for me if you need anything.
Okay.
I, for one, feel better already.
As a matter of fact, we will also be race shifting one more very special guest. Huh? But you said only 3 servants. I did, yes. But the presence of another master will give us a much wider range of options. Sion, does that mean? No, I don't want to travel with Kadok. Director! Gordoff! Oh my goodness, Gordoff, are we gonna travel together? Are you gonna bring Canis along?
Right. I should have seen this coming. No, I'm not going. I'm still the commander, in case you've forgotten.
I think we could make that work if we wanted, but let us set that possibility aside for now. This is the second master who'll be joining you. I like how we're first focusing on his, like, thighs, as one do, I guess. Then his hand and... Not gonna lie, that is a good look on Kadok. Kadok, looking good. Hey, I still would want to travel with Gordy instead, but... Can I have that outfit too? That's actually a really nice jacket, I want it.
Yeah. Kadok some lupus. Master of Team A, reporting for duty. Kadok? But you're one of the cryptors! Yeah, I actually know that. But my lost spell is long gone. And I obviously can't escape to Olympus anymore, either. Surrender is pretty much the only choice here. Not that I expect you to trust me just because of that. Hell no, we don't! That's okay. I'll just have to prove you can through my actions.
What's with that collar? Wait, he has a collar on? I didn't even notice. Oh! He does have a collar!
Humph? Humph, nothing gets by you, eh? Go on, Sion, tell her.
Sure thing. That is an Alice Institute-produced Mage Killer collar. We'll be monitoring Kadok during this mission. If he tries anything funny, the collar will activate and completely destroy his magical circuits. Of course, anything funny includes trying to remove the collar himself. We do not want to kill him. But if he tries to use the collar to intentionally destroy his magical circuits, dead is what he'll be. Oh, and be careful when using Magecraft too, since any unauthorized spells could trigger the collar as well. That is a dangerous collar.
Damn, you guys are brutal, but fine, I can deal.
Kadok?
Yeah.
It's good to have you on the team, buddy.
Yeah, okay. First piece of free advice. Mages shouldn't be so quick to offer someone a hand. Our hands convey a ton of information. You're a master too. You should know how important the hand with your command spell is. He's such a typical mage that he's making me remember I'm actually a mage too.
Misaki might be a great master, but she was never really trained as a mage. So I hope you'll keep giving her tips as time permits, Kadok.
I will.
Nah, if anything, I'm asserting my dominance by willing to shake his hand.
What about his serious light, Miss Sion?
I wasn't able to remove it, but please keep that to yourself for now.
Understood. If the foreign god could activate the Sirius lights remotely, she would surely have done so long ago. There is little to gain by letting ourselves become overly concerned.
Yes, good point. And since the Sirius light is still technically a command spell, the collar should suppress it before it can activate.
Granted, we would prefer to avoid testing that theory if at all possible.
Okay, Sion, that's it for me. Anything else before we send them on their way? Yes, just one last thing. We were able to extract some keywords pertaining to the singularity from the hieroglyphic prediction. Not a problem, Revolt. Eyelid, eyelid.
Not a problem, that sounds good, Revolt.
Oh no, are we going to... Do we need Sparkus on our side right now? Eyelid, eyelid, I don't know about that. What the heck's that mean? Eyelid, eyelid. Unless it means wink, wink. I'm afraid I have no idea either. All we can say for certain at this point is that we absolutely cannot afford to overlook anything in the singularity. And that is on the same scale, and that it is on the same scale as the 7 singularities. I know this might feel like a setback now that we're finally about to take a crack at the 7th lost belt, but it's just like Sion said. We'll dispose of this massive singularity, no matter what. Prepare to race shaft. Got it. Eyelid, eyelid. So, Kadok, how do you feel about our first race shift together? Unknown record. Okay, yep, it is error after all. Life and death of an illusion. This'll be fine. No matter the time, place, or prevailing ideology, there is no venture more difficult to succeed in than war. I'm going to die, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. Death comes regardless of race, gender, or age. The talented, the hardworking, and the lucky all die with shocking ease. When living beings die, they become lumps of inanimate meat, but servants don't even get that much. When they die, they vanish without a trace, as if they had never existed at all. Death, its coming is so mundane, it's enough to drive one crazy. Both heroes who save their nation and anti-heroes who have harmed countless people are dying for reasons unknown, as though it were completely natural. War never changes. It doesn't matter how much the times change, or how far civilization advances. The final stage of negotiations is 2 sides killing each other. They have but one goal: rebellion. Not against a king, a god, or even the world, but against proper human history itself. Ooh! fancy armors.
Do you understand why you've been called here?
This castle was an unbearable place for the summoned servants seasoned by battle. Any ordinary person setting foot inside it would be driven insane by its blood-red glamour and pitch-black madness. That madness was personified in the beautiful woman who stood before them. Oh, it's her.
No, Lady Crimeld. I can't think of anything that would...
Hello, ma'am. I love how edgy her blade looks. That is a beautiful blade. I want to poke the jewel eye. I just want to touch it. Her name was Crimeld. The queen from the... Oh gosh, what is that? Nibelungenlied. Yes, indeed. I totally did not butcher that. Haha, and I did. Who swore revenge for her husband Siegfried's murder. This is a nice palace for her. I want to visit her. And look, she even has a bunch of flowers. Oh, it's so pretty.
Desertion in the face of the enemy.
Allowing an enemy to escape.
Disrupting the battlefield as part of a relentless pursuit. Speak. I retreated because Ryder disrupted the battlefield. If I had stayed, I would very likely have died. There wasn't an enemy, it was just a child. A tactical error on my part, and one for which I apologize profusely.
I see. Oh.
If we had held out, the city would have fallen, but my men wouldn't have died needlessly. The penalty is death. Archer, there are no children on the battlefield. Even if they were, they would be servants. Even if even that escapes your understanding, then you shall die as well. As for you, Ryder... But why? You pretended to be contrite, hoping to save your life, because you know what I am like. I have no need for one so shrewd and self-serving. Curse you. You're just a woman driven mad by revenge.
Well, there goes the third.
Do you think that is a revelation to me? My, once again you've made quite a bloody mess. Is cleaning up messes not your job? Zhangjue?
I like how he braids his hair. If I had a magnificent beard, actually, depending on the length, I would either braid it, or I would make it spiky. I'd want to gel it into a nice curvy spike. Like a fish hook.
Indeed it is, or rather, it's my puppet's job. Go on then, get to work.
Those are some buff-looking puppets.
How go things on the front line?
A deadlock, still. His talent for defense is almost maddening.
Well, he is a renowned hero for a reason. Oops, my apologies.
How fare things on your end?
I've been mustering my Taiping Jing and my knowledge of puppet soldiers to the best of my ability, but it's still going to take some time.
You may have all the time and money that you need. Just be sure you succeed. Well, and I will have no choice but to cut your head off, too.
Ho ho! Then I better give it everything I've got, hadn't I?
Humph. Well, no matter. What about new servants?
It seems some new ones were just summoned not too long ago. I believe most of this batch went over to the opposing factions.
And what about the Righteous Realm? Has it moved?
No, it still hasn't budged. The only activity we've seen from his subordinates, his scouting maneuvers.
I see. He must be waiting to swoop in after the dust settles and claims the spoils for himself.
They aren't so weak that we could overrun them all at once, but we can't just ignore them either. It's the most vexing position to be in.
And in consequence, we find ourselves in this deadlock. Infuriating.
Indeed it is.
Have the assassins continue to keep an eye on them?
Yes, my lady. And one more thing, your zodiac star was twinkling earlier.
Zodiac star?
It means someone who will have a significant impact on the singularity is about to arrive, namely...
Chaldea. Oh, she knows about us. Hey, ma'am, you want me to summon you? I see. So they're coming. They're really coming. What to do? What am I going to do about them? Do about them? How can I best make them suffer? How can I best make them grieve? Best make us suffer? Oh no, it'd be so terrible if I summoned you to my side. I would be forced to give you my resources, ma'am. That is how you can make me suffer. You didn't hear that from me. In the end, I will behead them, of course. But before that, I must be sure their punishment is truly spectacular. How dare some common mage use us as familiars?
Please calm yourself, my queen. They are still prisoners of war, and our society's rules do technically demand we treat them hospitably.
I never consented to playing by any such rules. Oh, very well. Have the Chaldeans monitored until we know more?
I'm afraid we don't have the scouts to spare.
Then recall some of the assassins we sent to spy on the righteous realm. Have them keep an eye on the Chaldeans for the time being.
Understood.
Are you guys done talking yet? Oh, Salome. Salome, I'm surprised to see you out of the torture chamber. Torture? I don't know anything about that. I just want heads, that's all. Oh, never mind. Now what is it? What's Chaldea?
Ho ho ho! Well, to make a long story short, I would say they're
enemies, nothing more, nothing less. So you're going to fight them? I'm going to kill them. Oh. Well, if you have any important heads you want to keep, would you let me hold them? Would you let me hold on to them for you? I'll consider it. I doubt I will, though. Really? That's too bad. Okay, I'm going out for a bit. Want me to pick you up anything? Maybe, some Sacher tort? It's really good. No, thank you. That's so nice of her. She's willing to bring her back a treat. Okay, bye.
Are you sure she should be allowed to run about, doing as she pleases?
That's the way of life she sought as an anti-hero. There's nothing to be gained from denying her. The important thing is that she's a strong fighter. Let her have her fun.
As you wish. The preparations for the experiment have been completed. Lord Zhangjue. Great. I'll be right there, if you'll excuse me, my queen.
How irritating. This is also irritating. Chaldea, the king, the emperor. I can't stand any of them. It's all that hero's fault. I might just fall apart if he isn't summoned soon. Come on, hurry up, hurry up! Ah, her gacha luck's bad too. I understand, ma'am. Girl, now it's time to bring out the credit card. Lancer class.
That concludes my report, sir.
Oh ho ho, a familiar face. Okay, I guess they all get fancy guys in armor.
Thank you, Lancer. You may go. Yes, sir.
I love her hair. That is such a cute hairstyle. Hello, ma'am. Let me summon you. Your more heroes' lives have been needlessly lost.
Please, don't be sad, Your Holiness. As the Pope, you're right to grieve. But that is as far as you go. These heroes are all willing to lay down their lives to bring you victory in this war.
I really don't think I'm worthy of such a great sacrifice.
One cannot determine their own worth. That is for others to decide. You may deny yours, despise yourself, or blame yourself for your undeserved fairy tale fortune all you like. But we, your loyal subjects, will continue to love and respect you. Is that such a burden?
Honestly, yes. Yes, it is.
Well, that's a problem then.
Personally, I'd rather die happy and smiling than continue on like this.
I'm sorry, Your Holiness, but we're not about to let you die. We all pledge to keep you alive, and I consider it my sworn duty.
And that right there is exactly why this is such a burden. But fine, whatever. I don't care anymore. Whatever happens, happens. But can I at least ask you one thing, Emperor?
What is it?
Those atrocities you and the others are committing, are they all to make my desire come true? Or are you putting your lives at risk because you want to do these things?
That's a difficult question. If that really isn't what you want, then I can offer you my own life for what it's worth. As the Emperor of a dying empire, I doubt it'll be much.
No, you're right. I hate to admit it, but part of me does yearn to see what happens next. No, I must see it. I have to.
Is that the voice of your lord?
Oh, hello. How am I doing today? Pretty good. I don't know. My lord's messages can at times be complicated. Enough that an insolent like me can't hope to understand them. Then again, it could be that
That's enough, Your Holiness. Only discord and blasphemy lie that way.
Well, that's rude. I'll have you know I understand my place very well. Thank you very much.
Do you? I have my doubts about that.
Alright. I'm going to go worship like I always do.
By all means. Don't wait for me. I need to discuss strategy with my subordinates.
Fine. Oh, and can I say one last thing? Try not to do too much evil scheming, okay? It'll ruin your good looks. Okay, ma'am. No more evil scheming or not too much evil scheming.
Well, I'll be damned. I guess it's no accident Her Holiness was appointed Pope after all. But I'm afraid I'm not done with evil scheme just yet.
Interesting summons.
We are here, Your Imperial Majesty. Good. Let's begin with your report. Yes, my liege. A medium-sized force from the Revenge Realm. The Revenge Realm. Attacked us 3 hours ago. They attempted to seize the Tower of Trigonio for themselves. Fortunately, the 30 Archer-class servants you had stationed there drove them away by unleashing all of their noble phantasms at once.
Oh. Yeah, I can understand why they said AoE like fireworks.
That's a lot. I see, so it played out just as I expected then. Yes, my liege. Unfortunately, 10 of our other servants were killed when they tried pursuing the retreating enemy forces. I thought I told them to maintain our defenses, not to give pursuit. You did, my liege. But several riders, berserkers, and lancer classes decided to disobey orders. They were clearly trying to steal a march on the enemy and... So you're one of the servants who violated the chain of command and went off on their own. Forgive me, my liege. If you could do it all over again, I would trust you would make a different choice. Yes, my liege. Do you expect mercy? Heh. Sorry to scare you, I understand. As a warrior, instinct drives you to take advantage of opportunities for glory in battle. I couldn't ask my soldiers to suppress those instincts any more than I could ask them to stop breathing. I forgive you, and I ask that the rest of you go easy on them as well. This should go without saying, but achieving great things is your top priority. Even if that means occasionally disobeying orders. Yes, my liege. Very good. Next. These two were caught fighting. You know that fighting between servants is forbidden, especially in this realm. I therefore sentence you both to the rear guard during the next battle. Alright, you got your sentence. Now move.
Okay.
I'm the last one. Oh, I'm surprised to see you here. You've always been such a model soldier. What could one Alexander the Great's own have done to get in trouble? Well...
Whisper, whisper, whisper.
Unforgivable. You've done the one thing that is absolutely forbidden in this realm. We will not tolerate proper human history. Only rebellion is permitted here. There can be neither collaboration nor mercy for the enemy. I thought you understood that when you chose to stand with us. But we're... Yes, we are heroes. Beings who struggled against, were swallowed up by, or outright disappeared into the flow of history. The shackles binding us to protect humanity are gone, and I cannot forgive proper human history, though I admit it is a completely one-sided grudge. Nonetheless, this realm is a home for those who share that view. Something must have gone wrong with you when you were summoned. You're the ones who've gone wrong. Perhaps, but I cannot stop now.
Goodbye, Caster.
I'm off to worship. Leave me. Yes, my liege.
Well, oof, I guess that's why he hasn't let me summon him. I'm not wrong. I'm not lost. Normally, her prayers would be for others, not herself. Prayer should be for others, for something larger than oneself. That is how it should be. Through devotion, you prove who you claim to be. But this time, her prayers are for herself. Her sins are not sins, her atonement is not atonement. And yet, paradoxically, that devotion is the only thing bearing fruit. It is a paradox that brings her suffering she is powerless to stop. Please, grant me salvation. She murmured her wish under her breath, unsure to whom she should direct it.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Oh no, it's fine. I only just began praying myself.
Is something wrong?
It's nothing. Alright, I think I'll pray for you next. She prays to help shoulder the burden of his sins, even if doing so stains her own hands with blood. I'm sorry, but as sorry as I am, I can't think of any other way. Ooh, and now it's a different color. Yellow and green.
That concludes my report. According to the caster's analysis, the other two realms' battle ended in a painful draw.
Okay, I guess this is gonna be the realm that I like the most. Just based on who just appeared. Damn, so they didn't get beyond skirmishing. I guess they're still just as wary of us as ever. What do you think, Roland?
Of course they are. Our faction may be the smallest, but our forces are just as strong as theirs. If we were to attack them with everything we've got, we'd walk away with the lion's share. And above all, our realm has none other than Charles the Great. Yeah, who cares about Kriemhild and Constantinos? Charles the Great is the only one true emperor.
You hear that, Your Imperial Majesty?
I do.
Oh. We fear neither the vengeance-crazed queen, nor the emperor who fell to protect his nation. So says Charles the Great. Man, why is the side that I have to like the most be the colors I like the least out of the groups? Black and red I like. Blue and white I like. Yellow and green I have mixed feelings for. Out of all the three, oh well. You know, maybe I can like yellow and green more now.
Whoa, that's our emperor for you. Indeed. We will wait until the end before we make our move. A true emperor should never act in haste.
Charles also says to tell the assassins to dedicate themselves to the training and to step up their efforts even further.
It shall be done, my liege.
Either Roland or I will head out next, Your Imperial Majesty.
I see. Roland, go get him. I'm honored, my liege. I'll leave right away. I'll leave straight away.
Hey, Roland, don't forget your sanity this time, okay?
That only ever happened to you.
Ahem. So how's it going?
It wasn't easy, but we survived another day. What a relief. You did great, sir. Are you sure? All I said was indeed, and I see.
There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes even a few brief words can speak volumes. And frankly, if you were to say more than that, your imperial aura would be somewhat diminished.
Is it just me, or are you saying I'm not much like an emperor?
It's just you.
If you say so. But never mind that now. The scouts are getting increasingly nosy. We won't be able to keep this charade up much longer. With the renowned Charles the Great refusing to show himself for so long, people will naturally assume that he's either gravely injured or harboring some awful secret. But if I just pranced on out there...
They cut you down before you could say hello. Well, that sucks for us.
This is no laughing matter.
You think? Cause it seems to me like all we need is for something to happen that'll keep them from suspecting the king. Say, for example, a fourth faction showing up. I've got a hunch that things are about to change. Now's our chance, so we should send lots of scouts to make sure we don't miss it.
Your hunches do seem credible. Alright, we'll send out the scouts. Let's add riders and casters to the usual assassins. Our defenses should hold up for a while, even if we assign them to other classes. I hope you'll help us out too.
You got it! Sir?
Yes?
I feel this will be a crucial turning point for you. Please try to stay on top of things.
Of course, I'll show them exactly what I'm made of. Or my name isn't Charles the Great. Ah yes, Charles the Great.
You're getting into perilous territory, sir. Remember, if they discover the truth, they'll have your head on a spike.
Eep!
So you must be both cautious and bold, is that clear?
Indeed. Now then. If a fourth faction is about to get involved, it would have to be them. I wonder what's going to happen.
Hey there, it's the fourth faction here!
Oh!
That was a different race shift than usual.
Freaking ow! That's hot. So that's how race shifting feels, huh?
No, that one was kind of odd.
Quite right. There was clearly something different about it compared to our usual race shifts. Well, this is my first one, so I've got nothing to compare it to. I'll just have to trust you guys to figure out what's wrong. Master, are you able to contact Chaldea?
Oh wow, I can! That's amazing! Yes, Mash here. On comms for Chaldea. Are you okay, Master? We noticed there was an odd tremor during your ray shift. We're fine. That's a relief. Right. I can confirm that you and Kadok are both unharmed. It looks like Holmes and Vlad made it there as well. According to Shiba's observations, there should be a small town nearby.
Is that where we go first? As in all matters, we begin by gathering information. We must learn all we can, even if we must take a few risks to do so. Well, that's a textbook answer. But first, let me ask you something. Can you use suggestions?
Suggestions? What are those?
Guess that answers that. So this entire time you've just been going around running your mouth, knowing the locals will think you're either crazy or dangerous.
Well, at least your Mystico does have some magecraft built in to dispel some of that incongruity. Well, really? I had no idea. Me neither.
Seems like the kind of thing you probably should have told her about sooner, but whatever. Alright, I'll use Traum suggestions on the locals. You think of what you want to ask them.
Charm suggestions? Oh, is he gonna use attract on them? Is he gonna flash them a smile, a nice little wink? Will do.
So, where exactly are we headed?
The town is due north of you.
Then let us be on our way. It's a shame we don't have any horses. I'll bring up the rear then. Misaki, Kadok, you two stay in the middle. Sure.
Just keep walking, walking.
Holmes? Oh yes, my apologies. I'll be right there.
What a beautiful sky. A clear blue sky that seems endless, a gentle breeze rustling pleasantly over the plain. Everything is quiet and peaceful. It made a horrible feeling of dread take hold and refuse to let go. It was not Kadok Zemlupus who experienced that feeling, nor was it Misaki, or Vlad III, or even Sherlock Holmes. But despite her misgiving, she still had no choice but to send Misaki and her companions to the singularity. Da Vinci-chan, what are you feeling? Ooh, I want to go to the purple place. I'm close enough to the purple place. Interstice Town. Okay, more walking. Just keep walking. Did Super Bunyan shoot another movie here or something? The whole town's been destroyed.
And completely deserted as well. This won't do. There's something here that troubles me more than the lack of people. How accurately can you analyze this debris, Mr. Zemlupus? You want me to analyze it, like measure how old the materials are and stuff? Just so. While I do have some degree of familiarity with the subject, I can only do so much. Certainly nothing compared to analysis that employs complex magecraft. We needn't settle for my amateur attempts since we have a mage with us. Now I see. Not really my specialty, but I can give it a shot. You basically just need me to figure out this stuff's archaeological period, right? Yes, that would do nicely.
Ooh, hello.
I suspect that this debris was created through magecraft rather than human hands.
Magecraft?
Well, I say debris, but I mean this entire town. But let's wait for Mr. Zemlupus' analysis before I say any more.
Kadok, are you done yet? How it now?
Is this some kind of joke?
What is it?
The short version is that Holmes was right. This whole place was made with magecraft. Probably a caster's territory creation or something like it. A normal mage would really struggle with something like this, but a caster would do it pretty easy, I think. This town would seem to be of mid to late European design. But as I suspected, something isn't right. While it does appear to be deserted, as Count Vlad said, I can discern no traces of anyone ever having lived here to begin with. The hell are you talking about? Think of it like a movie set.
Oh, so it is a movie set. Super Bunyan. Were you filming another movie here?
There are faint signs of use, but nothing like the wear and tear one might expect to see over time. I don't know if it was a maid or a servant, but someone built this whole town in an instant. That is my working assumption. I see. That's unusual, but not outside the realm of possibility. Then let me ask you something, detective. Please do. Even if a servant or something similar to me did create this town, what destroyed it? Well, we can certainly rule out wildfires, as well as any other natural disaster. But we do see our holes, likely from arrows, in the walls, nicks from swords and other blades, and ruts from wagons laden with heavy supplies. A scene we're all too familiar with. Servants fought a battle here.
I thought so. Master, everyone, please be careful. I just picked up some servant signals, and they're headed straight for you. Hold on, getting a total now. They're... Mash? This can't be right. Da Vinci! I see it too. This isn't a malfunction or any kind of glitch. Misaki, listen to me very carefully. There's an army of servants closing in on you. Did you say an army? I did. There are about 100 of them, and they're all servants.
What? Let me be certain I heard you correctly. You're saying these aren't beings that rival servants in power, but actual servants, is that right?
That's right. I rechecked the reading several times. Now hurry up and get out there or hide. Get out of there or hide. Ooh, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Hope your stream went by well. No. Now I'm seeing another servant army. It's about the same size as the first. Another one? Hello, hello.
It would seem the two armies mean to surround this town.
Please hurry. They'll be there any moment.
Alright, let's hide. Karak Master. Since neither Count Vlad nor I are assassins, I doubt we'll be able to completely erase our presence. And if we stay together like this, they'll be even more likely to find us. I would like you two to hide somewhere separate. Count Vlad and I will find our own ways to get through this. If worst comes to worst, use a command spell. If nothing else, that will allow me to turn the situation around.
Got it.
Also, there is something I would like to ask of you. Something Count Vlad and I will be doing ourselves. What's that? Pay attention to the servants headed this way. Try to find out what they're thinking, and what they're trying to accomplish.
Oh, if you're able to get her in the end, then it's worth it. Oh, the tears. Totally worth it. She did say that she wants Dea to suffer, so if she took a while for you to summon, well, ouch. She did her plan.
What we need right now is information. Every action they take, every word they speak, could be invaluable.
Will do.
Thank you, Miss Misaki. Then we shall meet again later.
So, Karak, how do you like our first mission together?
This ought to be far enough. Now let's dig a hole to hide in.
Shall I bring some more rubble?
Good idea. This should be big enough to hide us, but not so much that it looks out of place.
Got it. Oh, wow.
That should do it. Okay, Misaki, get in and stay put. A mouse's hideaway, a cat's shortcut. At times, shallow thinking can trump wisdom.
What was that?
A camouflage spell. I don't know if it'll work on servants, but it's better than nothing.
Wow. That's amazing. You're the master of hide and seek.
Are you kidding me? It's one of the most basic spells there is. I haven't even been able to cut down my chanting time for it, so it's too slow to use on short notice. But I guess it doesn't matter now. Anyway, it is some soundproofing built in, but keep your voice down anyway.
I've heard there are different schools of magecraft.
So what? You want to know more about mine?
If you don't mind.
Why not? It's not like it's gonna last much longer. Hell, it's practically dead anyway. And it's not like telling you about it's gonna change anything. It's anti-beast magecraft. Spells meant for fighting, well, wild beasts.
It's because we don't want to learn. We're just falling asleep during all those lessons. We're just like, I know how to use, gander. And some other thingies that's attached to our outfits. Oh, sadness. Or now, we know the ultimate spell, summoning from the banners. Sobs.
Humanity has always been its own worst enemy, but beasts are close second. An ordinary person could never beat a wild beast with his bare hands. So it's not really a shock people came up with magecraft to help with that. So you can probably guess how it fell into decline, yeah?
Yeah.
Not much need for spells to track or chase animals these days. Plenty of substitutes for that. Of course, these spells can still come in handy against wild beasts. But then, there aren't all that many of them out there anymore either. That's what happens to all magecraft eventually, though. Spells change with the times, either becoming crazy strong or so weak they're useless.
Didn't you ever think about giving up being a mage?
What? No, I can't believe you're even asking that. Next piece of free advice. Asking any normal halfway decent mage that question is a fast way to die. You're basically telling them, your whole life is pointless, why don't you just die already?
I didn't mean to.
Not much I can do to you right now, not with this collar. Sorry, that wasn't called for. I should probably work on how snippy I get. One of these days. Anyway, think we've run out of time to talk. I tried to get us as far away from the town center as I could. Now we just have to hope they don't find us. They're here.
Deep breath. Just act natural. Become one with the rubble.
According to our scouts, we'll be facing another medium-sized force. The plan is to hit them with a full volley of our archers' noble phantasms while the riders flank them on both sides. The sabers and lancers will keep them pinned down in the center and attack while the riders have them confused. Make sure you all have your noble phantasms ready to go when you need them.
Uh-oh.
I can't believe it. They really are all servants.
What do you think their true names are?
No clue, but they're all from different eras and countries. That much is clear. So how the hell are they operating as a single army? Damn it, I can't believe it. What the hell kind of singularity is this? For that matter, how can there be this many servants, ley lines, even holy grails can only summon so many? Could they all be rogue servants?
The kind without masters?
Yeah. You must have run into several of them across all the singularities and lost spots you've been to. I'm talking about servants that are exceptions to the rule. The kind summoned from their ties to a land or a holy grail. Remember Beowulf in the Russian Lost Belt? He was a rogue servant. But even if that explains how they got here, it doesn't explain how there could be so damn many of them. I mean, there's 200 servants right here between these two armies alone. No wonder the town didn't survive.
We might not be safe even out here then.
Hopefully. I picked a spot far enough from the battlefield. At least, they're not actively looking for us. So screw it, at this point. Que sera, sera.
Whatever will be, will be. You sure you're not just giving up? Are we really gonna leave it to fate like this?
Maybe a little. Sorry. I'll try to remember that we've got a common interest now and act like it. Looks like they're about to get started. Archers, at the ready.
We're safe in this hidey hole, totally.
Berserker sounds! Wait for it. Wait for it. Now, command spell loaded. Activate noble phantasms. First phantom spirit levels, then heroic spirit levels. Command spell loaded. Activate noble phantasms. Lightning longbow.
We gotta film this for Sleeper Bunyan for sure. Whee!
What? Archers, to the rear. Hurry! We inflicted minimal losses. Damn, they must have heroic spirit level casters buffing them. Alright everyone, that's it. Hold your ground.
Heroic spirit level?
Keep your damn voice down. But yeah, I wonder what he meant by that too. Hold the line here too.
We're just gonna watch from the hidey hole. Front row seat.
Ah, shit. Can't hold much longer. Keep shooting. Buy as much time as you can. We're taking massive casualties. Riders, are you still not ready? We just arrived at the designated coordinates. We'll charge them right now. What the? What is it? A squad of assassins just ambushed our right flank. It's going to take some time to regroup. Left flank here. We can't get through their casters' bottom field. We'll need time to regroup too. Our charge won't be nearly as effective if we don't coordinate it. Damn it. I'll never be able to face Lady Crimehild like this. Crimehild.
Who's that again? I know that that's Siegfried's wife, right? But still, I'm just gonna be like, who's that again?
I'll tell you later. What's going on with their enemy? Urgent news. The Constantino's army from the reinstatement realm is in disarray.
Oh?
That's it. That's what I like to see. Alright, let's swoop in and take out the spoils for ourselves. Maybe we should wait a little longer, like right until they're about to be defeated? No, let's not. The Revenge Realm's already been hit pretty hard. We need to at least get some good licks in with the Reinstatement Realm too. Now let's go!
Oh, that's a different saber class.
That's it. Keep it up. We've almost got Kriemhild's army wiped out. I have an urgent message. Charles the Great's army from the Righteous Realm has joined the fray. They've struck our rear guard from behind and sowed confusion among our ranks. Damn it, not again! They've got Roland from the Legend of Charlemagne leading them. They're mowing down our rear guard like grass. Retreat. Fall back to the Reinstatement Realm. There's no way we can win a fight on two fronts. Assassins, use your smoke screens. Archers, lay down cover fire to buy us time. Keep firing. Longbows, crossbows, guns, whatever you got. Don't stop except to reload. Constantino's servants are on retreat. It's time we followed suit. Casters, hold position until the riders catch up with us. Then I want you to alter the topography and cut off any would-be pursuers. Understood. Do it. Mutate.
So much is going on.
Cramhild's casters had transformed our surroundings into a swampland, Lord Roland. We could have our casters freeze the swamp and go after them. But I think that's enough. Both sides suffered heavy losses, and we got in a few good shots at the reinstatement realm's soldiers too. The forces of Charles the Great's righteous realm are the only ones walking away unscathed. Now let's cheer victory!
Hip hip hooray!
Yeah! Being naked rocks!
Oh no, are they all gonna strip? Yeah? Did he really just say that?
Shut up, look, I want to say something too, but this isn't the time. Must have been imagining it. Alright, troops, retreat. Tonight we're going nude till morning.
Oh. Nude?
Well, if the commander says so. It's alright, Miss Misaki. Mr. Lupus. You can come out now.
Out of the hidey hole we go.
Phew. That was a close one. They never even came our way. I'm afraid you two were just unlucky. Unfortunately, that also means we couldn't overhear anything. Most of the town may be destroyed, but a few buildings are intact. Let's find one such building and review what we've learned.
We learned that being naked rocks, Holmes. We've learned that. Delicious sink quartz. The young emperor. Ooh, the fancy new item. How bad can this fight be?
I'll find out soon enough.
Ooh, is this where we're gonna stay?
Now then, well, I could certainly do with a spot of tea. Bars pretty much have only booze, so I don't see that happening right now. Though I do enjoy a good glass of red wine, I don't think I could do so in this rundown tavern. I'm afraid my drink will have to wait until another time. Alright, you two, tell us everything you saw. Even the smallest detail could be of great importance.
I see. Armies comprised entirely of servants, huh?
I've dreamed of such fantastic sights before, but I never thought I would actually see such a thing for myself.
Dreams really do come true. Even our database says that 7 against 7 is as many servants as have ever fought against each other at once. We've seen edge cases where multiple servants were involved, like the final singularity, but that's exceedingly rare.
Indeed. Even putting aside the importance of that battle, and the crossroads for humanity's survival, it was nothing less than a miracle. But there's never been anything else close to the large-scale servant versus servant warfare we just witnessed. Fascinating, truly fascinating. I only got a quick look, but I saw they had longbow archers from around the 100 Years' War. There are also some samurai-looking warriors. Going from their armor, I guess they were generals from Japan's Warring States period. Some of the archers used matchlocks, and other servants looked like cowboys straight out of the Old West. I couldn't get a good look at the casters though. They either had their faces covered or were using some kind of perception blocking. So these armies consisted of all 7 classes from a wide range of cultures and regions, Probably. Aside from that, I also heard them say something about heroic spirit levels and phantom spirit levels. They must be referring to the Spirit Origin ranks. With more than 200 servants in total, it's understandable that not all of them would be the heroes of great renown. Given what you've told us, Kadok, it would seem that these servants are not heroes who took part in famous battles, but little-known humans who would normally never be summoned as servants.
Maybe so, but they're still servants.
I see.
Why did you go out of your way to confirm that, Holmes?
That because there is a great difference between a demonic beast as strong as a servant and an actual servant. It's far from pithy, but it's more accurate to define a servant as a heroic spirit with a master. Though of course, that definition can be applied quite broadly. For example, under this definition, we could say that the land itself serves as a rogue servant's temporary master. But I digress. My point is, no matter how weak or strong a heroic spirit may be, as a rule, they cannot exist as a servant without a master.
Then, what's the story with those servants?
That is the question, no? Who could their master be? Or does there exist some manner of exception to the rule, which is permitting them to exist without a master? So it's still too early to say, huh? I'm afraid so. I still need to dig a bit deeper.
We also heard them say revenge, reinstatement, and righteous. They also said something about realms. Yeah, revenge, reinstatement, and righteous. Arrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrr
sounds very important as well. Perhaps just as important as how those servants came to exist. The Revenge Realm, the Reinstatement Realm, and the Righteous Realm. These names no doubt reflect each faction's particular bent. And there are other things we can assume based on the different names you heard. Kriemhild, of the Revenge Realm. I believe we can confirm that she is Kriemhild of the legends about Siegfried. She is most likely a saber or berserker, though we cannot rule out Avenger. The fact that she has formed an army of heroic spirits means that she's either highly intelligent herself or as an intelligent second in command. Constantinos of the Reinstatement Realm. There have been rather few men named Constantinos in recorded history, but I suspect that we're dealing with the 11th. Constantinos the 11th is said to be the last emperor of the Byzantine Empire. I must say, I find the choice of Reinstatement for his faction's name intriguing, but we can leave that for another time. And finally, Charles the Great of the Righteous Realm. Now that is quite the name indeed if we truly are talking about the Charles the Great. Then I would say his victory in this war is a foregone conclusion. I'm inclined to agree. Neither Kriemhild or Constantinos can even begin to compare to him.
Is Charles the Great really that, great? I'm not gonna continue listening. I'm gonna ask. Is he really that, great?
Do they not teach you anything in school? Anything at all?
Chaddock! We didn't even learn about him in school. Like, legit. They never talked about him in school.
Charles the Great is all over European history. He's got to be one of the most famous people in the world. He was the king of the Franks and the first Holy Roman Emperor to inherit the mantle of ancient Rome. He's even known to many as the father of Europe. You do know how a servant's strength depends in part on how famous and mystical their heroic spirit is, right? Well, that pretty much put Charles the Great up in the highest tier of servant. However, some things don't quite add up for me. For example, the Righteous Realm's manner of fighting. What do you mean?
Like out of these guys, of course, Vlad stands out because I heard of him on, like, TV. Vlad the Impaler. And of course Holmes is Holmes, he's just popular. And for the others, Kriemhild, never really heard of her. That one general guy she's with, yeah, never really heard of him. Doubtful because of fate. Roman because of fate. Heck, Charles the Great because of fate. The only one that I knew besides fate was Don Quixote, because I think of the store Don Quixote, and when I think of Don Quixote the store, I think of the penguin. So maybe that's not entirely accurate.
You told us that the Righteous Realm stood back and let the other two sides exhaust each other before swooping in. And that they then chose to lead the battle shortly afterwards, so as not to exhaust their own soldiers. What do you make of their tactics, Count Vlad? Inarguably effective, however.
Go on.
This was a clash between two medium-sized forces, and a fairly one-sided one at that. Had the Righteous Realm's army chosen their timing more carefully, they could have decimated both other armies. If I had been leading the charge, I would have waited until the other sides were a bit more entrenched. You said that the Reinstatement Realm's army was hitting the Revenge Realm with full force to deny them an opportunity to surround them in a pincer movement. In which case, the Righteous Realm's forces should have easily been able to obliterate the exhausted Reinstatement Realms. Even if the Reinstatement faction had chosen to ignore the Revenge Realm in favor of fighting back against Righteous, they were too far into enemy territory to mount a successful defense. By that point, the Righteous Realm's archers and casters should inflict significant damage on the Reinstatement forces without even bothering to aim. So from everything you told us, it would seem the Righteous forces' timing was slapdash at best. What if the timing was a deliberate choice? Is that what you think? I don't know, but if we assume that it was, I can think of several possible explanations. That said, I can't speak with certainty on any of them at this point. Yeah, okay. I see where this is going.
Now is not the time.
It seems I've been beaten to the punch. Now then, as for their objective, rogue servants summoned by the Holy Grail powering a given singularity have generally worked in service of humanity. That at least has been what we have seen thus far. Most of the heroic spirits summoned in rituals such as the Holy Grail War have been on humanity's side as well. But of course, heroic spirits come in all shapes and sizes, in multiple senses of the word. In addition, when they have a master, their master's personality affects their own. Both the ineffable nobility of heroes and the naked cruelty of monsters reflect that person's true nature, and are recorded as such. Is there, like, a point to you just repeatedly telling us all shit we already know, Holmes? This is going somewhere, right? My apologies. What I mean to say is the present state of affairs would normally be unthinkable. Hundreds of servants forming armies and acting in concert, regardless of whether they are good or evil. What's more, they seem to have set aside any regional, national, cultural, and ideological differences to do so. In one sense, it sounds like a perfect world. But the fact that their unity is in service of a war between the three kingdoms, or perhaps realms is a better word, is anything but cause for celebration. Where does that leave us? Are these guys our allies, or should we be treating them as enemies? Maybe we can form a temporary alliance like you guys did with me. I certainly hope at least one of their realms is on our side. We must be exceedingly cautious in our approach, though. Never before have we faced anything like an organized army of servants. There's only so much both Holmes and I can accomplish on our own. The force we saw earlier would almost certainly have been destroyed in battle against one of the realms.
No matter how you slice it, the sheer numbers are too much. And on top of that, they also have the noble phantasms.
Prepare yourself, Master. We have enemies here.
What? Were we monologuing for too long?
Huh? Enemies? I'll be taking that head now. I'm afraid not. Assassins.
Enemy servants detected. I'm so sorry I didn't notice sooner, Master.
Damn, they're using presence concealment. No matter they got the jump on us. How did Vlad the Third notice them then? Oh right, he must be sensitive to the smell of blood. Worry not, we can take them. Are you ready, Master?
Ready.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand over here. No reason for me to get in all that. By all means. I assume you're here to track down stragglers. I don't expect you to answer, but I might as well ask. What realm are you from? As I thought, well, it matters not. The fact remains you are my enemy. So I will show you no mercy. Come, let me show you how sharp my mournful stakes truly are.
Oh no, do I have to use him? Ah! Well, this is fine. I'm just gonna use brute force. I believe in myself. The power of brute force will compel me. Always believe in brute force. Brute force for the win.
Brute force be fine. Brute force is my favorite. I love brute force. Delicious brute force. Nothing like some brute force in the... I was gonna say in the morning, but it's nighttime. Which is in a way morning. For people of darkness like me. And I'll give her this one. Boop. I could have given them both that one, but nah. Why do I only have 9 teapots left? I was using them on rank up quests. Just like Holmes, I couldn't resist a little bit of tea. Oh. They're not that scary. That's fine. That's fine. Completely fine. Yeah, I got this. No fear. But just in case. No fear, no fear. We will believe in the power of Buster. Yeah, I could do that. Might as well. I'll just bully that one. Actually, wait a second. Wait. I got this. Haha. What do you do, sir? Yeah, might as well. That's fine. But I want to use Nobu last. Phew.
世界は学びに満ちている。ならば今こそ人は学ぶ時。知識こそが悪を断つ。マハプライ
Okay, how difficult will this be? Oh, not bad at all. That was good damage. Very, very good damage. Ooh, do they have super bonds? Super bond quests sound good. The more bonding, the merrier, and I forgot to make the battles faster. Oops, my bad. Everything feels so slow. What a strange feeling. Not bad. Okay, that guy's attack was instant death. I actually thought he would cause instant death. I got afraid for a second. I hate how that one guy has an evade. Thank you, Holmes. Oh, no you don't. Boo! Just boo! But yeah, no fear indeed. This is fine.
規律 例
Okay.
ケアレスミス
Oh, Z, it's gonna haunt me. What's worse for the normal speed? You know, both. Everything normal speed. I'm too used to playing games in like faster speed.
ケアレスミス
Normal speed in games feels weird.
不便
I could never get used to it. If a game allows me to be faster, I'm just like, okay, time to be fast. Ash of Remembrance. Okay, I'm gonna collect some ashes. I'm gonna have ashes and dust and bones in my closet. That power. That command spell. Your enemy. Bye. It's over. I would say that was all too easy, but several things about them gave me pause. Can you analyze the combat data for us, Da Vinci? Da Vinci? Me? Our connection's bad, like usual. What was that? I can't hear you over all that static.
She needs 210 of those? Oh, that... Ow. Wait, 210, why? Ow. So many ashes. I'm sorry, Master. A huge burst of static interference broke out when your battle began. We weren't able to collect any data on it, let alone offer advice. Is that like what happened in Fairy Britain?
No, I don't believe it is. It's similar, to be sure, but it feels slightly, yet significantly different. Fairy Britain rejected the very idea of proper human history, and by extension, electronic devices that came from it. This was just ordinary interference, a great deal of it, to be sure, but nothing that will hinder our equipment's core functionality. So we should assume that there are different mechanisms at work here than there were in Fairy Britain. Look at you, the big shot detective, huh? Why, yes I am. A consulting detective to be precise. Getting back to the battle we just fought, tell me, Master, or even Cadox and Lupus. Did you notice anything strange?
They had command spells.
Yeah. They were outfitted with command spells, just like we are. Though unlike normal command spells, they were only meant for support, just like the Master of Chaldea's.
Oh, they just like me, for real, for real.
They had just enough magical energy to let them use noble phantasms at a moment's notice.
So then, who gave them those command spells?
That is indeed the question. If it was a master, then we can be sure that master is no ordinary human. We know these servants are used the command spells repeatedly in that earlier battle, as well as the one we just fought. Clearly, they were not bound by a three-use limit, nor did I see any signs of them using a magical reactor or something similar to recharge them. And not even the most talented mage could create something like inexhaustible command spells. Yeah, not even Krisharia could have pulled something like that off. And even if another mage of the same rank were alive and well here, it'd be just as impossible for them too. Then where did the command spells come from?
It looked like they came from the sky. From somewhere extremely far away. Yeah, from somewhere extremely far away.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't from anywhere we could see, that's for sure. Alright then. Let's avoid drawing any conclusions for the time being. We have far too little information to work with for that. We did learn one thing for certain here. They see us as their enemy. Which means it is extremely unlikely they will be amenable to joining our side. Then what should we do now?
Good question. As I see it, the obvious answer would be to look for a servant willing to help us, and a local who can tell us more about this place. I'd say we need at least one of those two if we're going to make any headway. What do you think, Holmes?
That would seem much easier said than done, I'm afraid. First of all, I expect it would be fiendishly difficult to track down a servant who would be willing to help us. Seeing as apparently all other servants here are engaged in warfare against each other on clearly defined sides. I have little reason to believe that we'll have much luck with the locals either. Why's that? Take a look at the remains of this town. Why was it built in the first place? I suspect the answer is simply to provide a battlefield on which the factions may kill one another. Naturally, this being America, I'm sure there were local people here at one point. But they were most likely either collateral damage in the conflict or simply fled the area entirely. Oof. Regardless, we can safely assume that we will find not a single local here. So the two options, our only viable one is to somehow find a servant whose interests align with ours. I admit this choice may be unseemly. But what if we were to torture a captured servant for information? Torture is a notoriously unreliable means of gathering information, so I'd very much prefer that we kept things as peaceful as possible. If you say so.
Master, it's a special alert! The special alert?
What is that? What are you talking about?
Alright, sorry, Kadok, we forgot to tell you about this. It's an alert we came up with for a very particular breed of servant, based on all of our combat data to date. It looks like all that time Muramasa in particular spent accompanying us has paid off in spades.
You don't mean... I'm afraid it's just as you fear, Kadok. Da Vinci is referring to the disciples of the foreign god. With Limbo and Muramasa gone, that just leaves...
Oh no.
Oh no, though. Grigori Rasputin, or Kotomine Kire, as the case may be. Why would he show up here now? What is this? Something's telling me that's not the case. But Rasputin is the only disciple left. No, wait, don't tell me. I do indeed sense another servant here. Show yourself, disciple of the foreign god. Ah, it seems that I'm being called out. I suppose I had best oblige. That's not Rasputin.
Who dat then? Oh. Oh. Hello, sir, the one that I wanted to summon the most? Wow.
You.
Please be our ally. Please travel with us. Please let me summon you next week.
Delighted to meet you, Holmes. Ah, but at this tender age, I ought to address my elders more appropriately. Mr. Holmes.
Who are you? Nah. You've gotta be kidding me. Hello there. Please join us.
Ah, so you've met me before then. That will save us some time. For those of you who don't know, my name is James Moriarty. I'm a mathematician, a consultant, and just as you suspected, a foreign disciple.
I did not know he was a foreign disciple, but hey, you wanna join my side? I promise not to put you in the jar like Limbo. Unless you want that, then of course. You can have the jar all to yourself, no need Limbo. Delicious saint farts and more ashes. The Crime of Proper Human History, Section 3. Boop. How will this be? Oh, it's bright. Upon answering the summon, I was greeted by a being of unfathomable scale. Oh-ho, aha. I see. Soon, I understood everything I needed to do. Both the knowledge that flowed into me and the power I now commanded told me all I needed to know about who I am. Very well then, I will gladly follow those orders. I am James Moriarty, the Napoleon of crime and a foreign disciple. And I will do exactly what I meant to. I'm jealous of the foreign god's luck with summoning. Very, very jealous.
What is it you want, Professor? Come now, Mr. Holmes. No need to be obtuse. I want to eliminate you all. As far as I'm concerned, Chaldea is no more than an eyesore. As I said, I'm a foreign disciple. A foreign disciple? How is that different from a disciple of the foreign god?
Is that so? But you...
Ah yes, forgive me, but I have no interest in addressing myself to a broken doll. Be a dear and give us some room to talk, yes?
Oh, he's jamming our connection. Ah, so he has the power of Scuff on his side. Terrifying.
Now then, we have Sherlock Holmes, as we've already established. I presume this distinguished gentleman here is Vlad III. And finally, we have Kadok Zemlupus and Misaki. I'll ask you only one more time. What is it you want, Moriarty? What would you say if I told you I was here to dispose of a traitor? I'd say I'm flattered. Then I'd laugh in your goddamn face because, holy shit, is the foreign god petty. But that's not why you're actually here. But that's not why you're actually here, is it? Of course not. The foreign god has no interest in you whatsoever. Imagine my relief. For that matter, you don't even qualify as a traitor. The foreign god was only ever interested in Krishtaria Wodaim, and Krishtaria Wodaim alone. The rest of you were just the toy prize in the box of Krishtaria flakes. Am I wrong? Hell if I know. Why don't you just ask the foreign god? Krishtaria flakes?
Are they dangerously delicious?
No, there's only one reason I've come to you. Run! All of you! Whatever you do, do not fight him! Ah, Mr. Holmes, you really have gone soft. The real you would have understood my plan before I even showed up.
But why? I want him to join us. I wish.
Kazikli Bay!
Ah.
Oh. I know I got him, but he's still unharmed. Is it all Vlad the Impaler can muster? As a foreign god disciple, I was given 2 abilities. One of them is, frankly speaking, unimpressive. But as the saying goes, it's not the size, but how you use it.
What?
He took Vlad III's noble phantasm head-on, and he's not even scratched. What the hell kind of ability does he have? Based on the data they showed me, he must have some kind of divine spirit ability, just like Limbo and Muramasa. Come on, Katok, think. You can figure this out. Moriarty's completely unharmed, even though Vlad hit him dead-on with his noble phantasm. It's not as if he instantly recovered, it's more like he was never harmed in the first place. I can't be certain, but if I don't figure this out, I won't be able to forgive myself. I confess, I don't relish the idea of relying on another's power to destroy you, even if that other is a god. Apologies, that was a lie. This is actually exhilarating. You are a grade A asshole, aren't you?
Word. Come join us.
I see. Even though my attack hit him, it was all for nothing. That ability of yours. Can't figure it out, can you, Mr. Holmes? In fact, you can't figure out a single thing about me. I'm afraid the reverse doesn't hold true. I can tell exactly what you're thinking and how you act. The difference in our power couldn't be more pronounced. I can do anything I like to you, and you're helpless to stop me. Oh, no you don't! Nice try.
Why is he touching Vlad's head? Head pat?
To be clear, Mr. Holmes, Mr. Holmes isn't the only one of you I'm reading like a book. I can tell exactly what every one of you at Chaldea will do before you do it. I can't move. What is this power? Chains? Rope? Mystic eyes? No, it's nothing like those. These restraints are binding me from the inside out. My very will to move has been completely cut off. Tell me, Misaki, have you ever played shogi?
A decent amount? Not at all. Not really.
You really should. You're truly missing out. I'm quite fond of it personally. Stealing your opponent's pieces for yourselves just gives you so many options to choose from. There's the power of a demonic beast fighter. You need those quick reflexes and even wider decision-making skills when facing vicious wild animals. But you're still too late. You gave up your best option when you failed to drop everything and run the second you saw me. Partake of the rebellion. Bastard! I don't know which realm you'll end up choosing, but I do hope you'll make a name for yourself there. Hero of Romania. Count Vlad! Stay back! This is bad, very bad. Rebel. Now I see, so that's what happened to those servants. Detective! Count Vlad, I'm about to change sides and rebel against humanity. One can never tell what fate will have in store for you, but you must accept it all the same.
Moriarty? Does it mean you have the power of, like... No, it's not really gotcha. Kinda is gotcha, actually. He's gonna make them randomly join a side. It's the power of gacha.
However, the one thing I hate more than anything is being forced to do another's bidding. Oh? Kazikli Bay. But Vlad, you might have been summoned on my side again. It seems some of these more prominent servants have rather stronger spines than I expected. I would never expected him to bind himself with his own stakes rather than submit or die. What's more,
Did we just run away?
it was a tactical masterstroke as well. He gave them all the time to flee while he used a noble phantasm. No, even before he did so. So they abandoned one of their servants to save their own skin, No, wait. One of them shouted something about coming back to save him later, didn't they? No matter. I'll just have to go after them. Although... You there, servant. Who are you? Oops, took a little too long here. Still, that did buy them some time. Now it's just a matter of finding out where they ran off to. Not that it will make any difference in the end. Not when the revenge, reinstatement, and righteous realms are all still rebelling against proper human history. What are you talking about? Ah yes, my apologies. I do hope you forget everything you saw here. Or in simpler terms, die.
We'll see you later, young Moriarty. Like next week when I summon you, haha. Dawn Plains. Run, run, run far away. Ooh, and even more items to get. Another new item. Just keep running, just keep running. Phew, leg day.
There, see them. Damn it. If the bow's any indication, there's an archer. I'd also explain how they saw us from so far away. It also explained how they saw us so far away without clairvoyance.
I can't believe our luck. I can believe our luck.
You said it. We've all the space to run, and somehow we barged right into a servant on patrol while we're making our escape. Or was this part of Moriarty's plan all along? Ah, screw it. We just need to run. We're almost in the clear. A little farther, and we'll be in that forest. What do we do after that? I'm sorry to say I don't have a specific plan in mind, but I can at least think of a few possibilities. For the moment, our focus must be on survival. Camouflage, a smokescreen, a flash bomb, damn it! None of those will be enough. Maybe the smokescreen will do it if we can make it into the woods first?
We're almost to the forest. Okay.
My, this won't do it all. I thought we'd have more time before the people of proper human history showed up.
Ah, Tim.
I must say, this does take me back to the time of the Three Kingdoms. And yes, I'm aware of how much trouble that period was to go through, which is exactly why I'd rather things not get any more complicated than they already are.
I can't move.
While the azure sky may already be dead, I'm afraid our revenge realm still has yet to achieve supremacy.
Don't worry about me, Holmes. Get out of here.
Understood. Huh? Are you serious? Follow me, Mr. Zemlupus. And as for you here, a little parting gift. Gah! My eyes! Leave them. But Lord Zhangjue.
Zhangjue?
Never heard of me. Well, I can't blame you for that. Indeed, I'm Zhangjue, the Taoist turned caster of the yellow turbans. And you must be the master of proper human history. Perhaps I should just kill you now.
Maybe we should present her to Lady Kriemhild first?
Just knowing that she fights for proper human history makes my blood boil too, but even so. Yes, I suppose we should. Take her away. Yes, sir! Oh, right. Are you accustomed to torture, girl? You may wish to familiarize yourself sooner rather than later. Waha! Wahahaha!
Can we just, like, not? Unless the torture is not summoning good, then I really don't want that.
It seems we managed to shake them for the time being. So what do we do now? First, we report in. Can you hear Da Vinci? Can you hear me, Da Vinci?
Loud and clear. Wouldn't the road happen over there?
Well...
Misaki was taken away. Oh no! I'll go sit up right now. Please prep the ration for me. But wait, Mash, stop.
The Ortonax still isn't ready for action, remember?
But if I don't go now, they'll kill.
I'm inclined to agree. This is a disaster no matter how you look at it. Even if the Ortonax isn't exactly tip-top, we need to get her out there ASAP.
No, I can't sign off on that plan. Yes, Misaki's invaluable for us, but so is Mash. I absolutely cannot send her into a battle with the Ortonax in its present state. But... Mash, calm down. Take a look at Misaki's vitals. What do you see? Okay. I can see that all her vitals are still trackable. So we know that she's still alive. And how's she doing mentally? She's obviously a little concerned, but all still within standard tolerances. Ooh, hello. And yeah, I definitely found a new friend, Moriarty. We're gonna be besties.
So then, she's not worried about dying right this instant?
I am also against sending Mash on a hastily improvised rescue mission. According to Shiba's future observations, she will remain alive for at least the next 3 days, 7 at most, even if we do nothing.
I see. Well, Shiba's never been wrong before, if that's what it's telling us.
Right, we may not know the exact situation since we are only able to see bits and pieces of it, but we do know she will remain alive. So it all comes down to what we make of the situation, huh? What's your take on it, Holmes? I'll be fine as long as they feed and water me.
Miss Misaki will be safe for the time being. They won't miss a chance to question her and learn what she knows. Even if they do decide to kill her, it won't be without due process. That may change if she refuses to cooperate, but I very much doubt that will be the case. Well, if all 3 of you are sure about this... If you're absolutely sure... Mash!
Yes, Director?
You will not be ray-shifting anywhere until the Ortonax's maintenance is complete. With proof that Misaki is alive and well, it would be dangerously foolish to send you into battle with damaged equipment. Since she'll be safe for now, we should make certain that we give our rescue attempt the best possible chance of success.
Understood.
She will be okay, right? Knowing Misaki, definitely. Just look at how many times she's already cheated death. And you don't think there's any danger of that, giving her a misplaced sense of invincibility?
No worries, Gordoff. I have the power of those blue rocks on my side. Worst case, I'll eat them, along with my Saint Quartz, and licking my command spells. I'm fine. If the comms interference ceases, we can try negotiating with her captors ourselves.
They're holding all the cards. How could we possibly negotiate?
We use the most primal and effective negotiating tactic of all time, begging for her life.
Alright, let's call that Plan B. Right now, I need something to calm my poor stomach.
Rage eating, nom 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 nom.
So they didn't scold you? Oh, the director gave me a richly deserved earful. So what do we do now? Are we gonna go rescue her? No, we'd only be throwing our lives away if we tried. Did you see that caster? The Taoist. I don't know much about Chinese magecraft. Nor do I, but I did recognize his reference to the azure sky already being dead. It's from an ancient Chinese manifesto. It goes on to say that the yellow sky will soon rise. The yellow sky in this case refers not to the actual sky, but the leader of a certain religious sect known far and wide for his exceptional skill in Taoist arts. This leader and legendary Taoist was named Zhang Jue. His sixth name was the Way of Taiping, or the Great Peace.
Ooh, hello, hello.
As long as he's around, it will be next to impossible for us to sneak in undetected. Taoist arts, huh? Also commonly known as sage arts, I only know of them on a superficial level myself. But suffice to say, charging into his realm without some manner of advantage would be a very poor plan indeed. That much I can say for certain.
We'll see what we can find out on our own end too. So, what are you guys going to do now?
It's a far cry from what I originally had in mind, but I think we should pay a visit to the reinstatement realm. The reinstatement realm? I mean, that's fine with me, but why? Are you gonna negotiate with them or something? I plan to, yes. There is one thing nagging at me, however. One thing I need to look into before anything else. What's that? What exactly do they mean by reinstatement? Come now. If we can convince them to help us, we will have many more options available with which to rescue Misaki. Yeah, I guess you're right. Let's go, Kadok. We have no time to lose. Okay.
Oh, they're gonna go for the reinstatement realm instead. I thought they were gonna go after the one with Roland. Then again, if I tell them everything, like Holmes everything, or heck, even Kadok, he'd be like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't go to that realm first because that Roland guy, he's gonna be naked all evening, so nah. It seems so peaceful out here.
Hey, Saber. What? What country are you from again? Come on, man. How many days has we been in the same squad now? What's it gonna take for you to remember? I was in the 100 Years' War, so you guess where I'm from. My name's... forget it. It's not like you remember. You're from Sicily, right? Well, you remembered. Yep, I sure am. Home of the Mafia. The Mafia's a good few centuries after your time, isn't it? They've still got my blood running through their veins. How about you, Archer? You've never teamed up with us before. Where are you from? I'm one of the Knights of Hana. My true name is... Don't bother, nobody's gonna remember. Around here, we're all just heroes and servants. Share your true name today, die tomorrow like so many others. So what's the point in telling anyone? The only ones worth remembering are the 3 servants who've been around since these realms were formed. One of them's our own Lord Zhang Jue, the great teacher. Another is Lady Kriemhild, the Queen of Revenge. The whole realm is named after. And the third is, well, never mind the third. The only others, maybe worth remembering, are a few currently making the name for themselves on the battlefield. Not too long ago, there was Billy the Kid and the notorious outlaw Edward Teach, the mad pirate. Kijo Koyo, the out-of-season flower, and Frankenstein, the artificial berserker. There have been a few others who have found a brief fame, but they all died in battle, died by their own hands, or who knows what. Anyway, if you want anyone to remember your true name, you just have to fight hard and get promoted. I know that glory in battle is the highest honor. Glory in battle is the highest honor a warrior can earn. That's the spirit.
Sounds like there are some servants I know here.
Hey, you!
Yes?
Yeah, you. The girl riding in my chariot.
Me?
You're not a servant, are you? I can tell. There's something different about you. And you're not a civilian either. It'd be way more surprising if you were. So that must mean you're a master, am I right?
Yes?
I knew it. So where are you from?
I am from the discount section in Costco. That's where my dad said he found me.
I can't quite place you. You know, there's a servant in another brigade who kinda reminds me of you.
Compared to that archer, I can't say these guys are all that hostile. I wonder why these guys are treating me so differently than the archer did. Yeah, these guys aren't that hostile compared to him.
Don't bother with small talk. She's going to be executed soon. Really? Is that true? Lord Zhang Jue? Ho ho! We'll just have to see what happens. Nervous?
Well, yeah, kind of.
Then how about I see what your fortune has to say? Oh wow, lucky you! It's not every day that Lord Zhangjue agrees to tell your fortune.
What does my horoscope say, my fortune say?
You have both terrible luck and great luck when it comes to new encounters.
That's accurate.
Your overall fortune is bad luck. You have no hope of escape.
Thanks. Thanks, my dude.
Flattery may get you places, but you'll have to play things by ear. That about sums it up.
Bad luck, huh? Great.
Haha, well, I guess you're not so lucky after all. And now, we're about to be attacked.
What?
They're headed our way from the northeast. Everyone, prepare for battle. I don't know which faction they're from, but either way, we're going to make them regret messing with us. Let's show them what happens when you defy Zhangjue, the great teacher.
Have fun. Oh. Well, it's just him. Good luck to you, sir. I want to do that. Ooh, fancy. Let's just use all the buffs. Why not? Do it, sir. Show off how great you are, old man. What do you do? I'm just skimming that. Okay, deal heavy damage to all enemies, that's fine. And now I sit back and enjoy the show. Oh, hello, hello, have I wrote for Charlene? A little bit. But I'll give him like 2 multiples tonight. Otherwise, I gotta go hard for Moriarty. Charlemagne, he's cool and all, but Moriarty's big. Okay, that's not too bad. We got 1 down. Ooh, look at all those critical stars. Oh, that is beautiful. 55 of them. Delicious. Oh, that is so nice. I appreciate it greatly. Oh my, oh my. I want more of them, but now I want to put my gauge first. But I want more of them, so I have to use quick. Oh, that is so satisfying. Give me more stars, please. Even more stars. 20 this time, which is still a lot.
Okay. Again, more stars. I shall hoard all the stars.
Go, old man, go. Do the thing. Beautiful. You feel this fight? That's impressive. Well, he did say you had, or he said that we all have bad luck, so
That checks out.
that is amazing.
What a wonderful fight that was. We got them. Lord Zhangjue, the battle's over. Casualties on our side. Oh, we lost that archer. Guess his name wasn't worth remembering, huh? Poor guy. Then let's resume our match. Our march. Indeed. We'll soon be back in our realm. Kriemhild's realm. The Revenge Realm.
Revenge Realm, I like the sound of it. It's edgy.
Take a look at the sky, Chaldean.
Pretty. It's all red, even though it's the middle of the day.
That's our realm's primary characteristic. When the Revenge Realm takes over territory, its sky turns red just like this. Makes it easy to tell when you're in our realm, no?
Yeah. Color-coded. I love that statue's pose.
Rider class of Scouting Patrol 1, reporting back. Let's take a look. Alright, you're all clear. By the way, that a prisoner you got with you? That's right, this is our enemy's master. You're the master? So we'll be heading straight to the castle from here. I trust that's alright. Yes, sir. You can stay here, Saber, Ryder. You lead the master to the castle. Yes, sir. Make way, make way. Go on, move.
Ooh, look at all these people. I'll just be chilling in the chariot. So all these people are really servants?
Damn straight they are. Every last one of our citizens is a properly summoned servant.
So, this is a city then?
Pretty much. It's got commerce, residents, people coming and going, everything you'd expect to see in a city. We've even got kids here. I mean, they're servants too, but still. You like to ramble on, don't you? Reminds me of... me. Oops, sorry, sir. Ah, no matter. We're here now.
If that was Pirate Sea, I hope he stays safe. Pirate Sea is the best.
I'd keep quiet if I were you. I'd rather not have to hurt you. My queen, we've captured the Master of Chaldea.
Have you now? Hi, ma'am. She's our enemy, right? I'm fairly certain the only thing to do with our enemies is execute them.
Well, yes, that's true. But we should at least see what information we can get out of her first.
Suit yourself. Maybe I should ask her something. I better keep my mouth shut. But I wanna talk to her. Hello, pretty lady. But no, I should keep my mouth shut. Nah. I'm just gonna let my intrusive thoughts win. Hello, ma'am. Will you let me summon you?
Is something the matter?
I was just wondering. Will you let me summon you? I mean, what are you fighting for?
I've changed my mind. Prepare to execute her.
We'll make a spectacle of it, much like they did in other countries. Please no.
What about the executioner?
You know how many servants we have. There must be at least one who can fill the role.
Well, I suppose I could look for someone from the Sanson family, or one with a connection to the guillotines.
Then do that. As for your question, we're angry. And we know that our anger is morally justified. Each of us has chosen to rebel against proper human history. I will have my revenge. Revenge upon this entire putrid, abhorrently arrogant excuse for history. Revenge upon the story that plunged me into the bottomless depths of despair. That's why you want to destroy it? You think revenge is ultimately pointless, empty? Not at all. In fact, it's anything but. That empty tranquility is exactly what I wanted. So I will tear proper human history apart until not a shred of it remains.
Please, Your Majesty, calm yourself.
Throw her in the dungeon. I don't want to see her face until the execution.
Yes, my queen. Alright, let's go. I'm sorry to have to put you in the dungeon, but the queen's word is fine. But hey, don't worry. We've got another prisoner down there too, so I'm sure you'll make friends in no time.
Oh, thank you, Ryder. You really think so? I'm about to make a new friend. Yay!
Alright, you just stay put and don't make any trouble, got it?
Bye, Ryder. Now what do I do? It's not like there's free Wi-Fi in here. Figures. My connection is bad. I'm underground after all. We'll make a spectacle of it, much like they did in other countries. Hey! Hey! Huh? My new besto friendo? Hey! Hey! Can you hear me?
Who are you?
Oh ho! So you can hear me. Great. Man, I haven't had a newcomer join me
here and forever. How's it going? You okay?
Not really.
Well, that's too bad. Hang on. You're not a servant, are you?
I'm a master.
Aha, so that's it. A master, huh? Well, damn, that's not good. Me, I'm a pretty minor servant. For one thing, I'm super weak, because of reasons.
You're weak?
Yeah, if I'm being completely honest, right now I'm even physically weaker than you are, than your average caster.
That bad? Are you okay?
Nope. Why do you think they've got me locked up in here? But hey, what are you gonna do, especially when you're on humanity's side just like I am?
Huh?
Yep, that's right. I wasn't summoned here to rebel against humanity. I'm one of the few servants in this whole singularity who's here to protect humanity instead.
My soon-to-be best of friendo. Delicious sink quartz, and I got a ceremonial sword of twilight. Beautiful. Wonderful. Reinstatement realm base. Oh, it looks like they made it there. Countdown. What are we counting down to? My doom? My execution? Uh-oh. This place looks very neat. I like how he put on the hoodie.
So this is the reinstatement realm. I confess, I am somewhat disappointed by the ease with which we made our way in.
Why would you be disappointed in that?
I was expecting something more along the lines of an impenetrable fortress, but this is... Come on, Sherlock, snap out of it. Do not let the professor get in your head. Now's the time to be fully awake and alert, not to doze off as though you were taking a nap. An impenetrable fortress.
I mean, an impenetrable fortress, huh? You might be right. Some parts of the city reminding me of the holy city of Camelot.
Da Vinci.
We're here, but we're sticking to audio only. Everything good?
It would seem so, at least so far. But I'm afraid our attempts to contact Miss Misaki are still being jammed.
Her vitals are still holding steady, so it looks like she's safe for the time being. Now then. They're just living their lives. Honestly, it's still kind of shocking that every one of these people's actually a servant.
It's like they're buying in bulk at some kind of servant warehouse. That one is French, and the other one there is most likely German or Austrian. Can you tell their true names? I can make an educated guess about some of them, but more importantly, there's something else that has come to light. An extremely bizarre fact pertaining to their summoning. What's that?
What that?
I suspect they only have one master. Huh? Broadly speaking, masters have two functions for their servants. First, they serve as an anchor which keeps their servant bound to the modern world. Any master with suitable magical circuits can serve that function. Like Misaki. Precisely. This is the main role we expect of Miss Misaki. The other major function as a master serves is as a source of energy their servant requires. One could even say supplying magical energy is a master's primary role. Well, yeah, of course. Chaldea's got magical reactors or something filling in the gaps for the actual servant summons, right? Indeed. It's how we're able to unify Chaldean servants' magical energy supply line. The same thing is being done here. Every servant's magical energy is coming from the same being. How can you tell? I determined as much from what I discerned of their conversations and behavior, and from my own natural talent, namely, My intuition.
Ah, yes, the intuition.
You're joking, right? Tell me you're joking. At any rate, this means that there are several thousand servants fighting each other, even when they serve the same master. Granted, these servants do range from heroic spirits capable of great destruction to phantom spirits that are only here to fill out the rank and file, but still. That's not possible. You're correct, at least in the conventional sense. Even if they did have the same or a similar system as Chaldea, they would still need an incredibly powerful magical energy source on par with a magical reactor. Singularity magical energy sources are pretty much always holy grails, right? But I've never heard of one being split in 3. Indeed, it cannot be split. Still, what I really want to know is, why are they doing this? Because why not? What is it? There's someone shouting over there. Let's go take a look. The 17th Brigade, Iron Finger, engaged a portion of the Righteous Realm's forces in battle. The enemy retreated immediately, leaving us with 0 casualties. The 7th Brigade, Beetle, and the 9th Brigade, Fire Rain, edgy, engaged a medium-sized force from the Revenge Realm at Fort Ortal. The 6th and 8th brigades were wiped out, and we lost a lot of the servants in our brigades as well. We have, however, occupied the fort. Our casters have already completed repairs. That concludes the report. Very good. It seems the Righteous Realm is still as slippery as ever. Every time I've sent in assassins for recon, they've been forced to retreat before they can learn anything. Even our caster's farsight has been proven useless against them. Shall we begin our full-scale assault, Your Imperial Majesty? We should have the numbers to defeat them. Absolutely not. The last thing we need is to fight a war on 2 fronts. If only we had more information. Think that's the ruler here? It would seem so, which would make him Constantinos the 11th.
Are they staring at each other?
Has he noticed us? Excuse me. It's not safe for you two to be out here. He's bound to notice you sooner or later. Please come with me. Hey. Let's do as she says. Be careful not to look the Emperor's way. Is something wrong, my liege? No, it's fine. Now what was this other new report you had for me? Ah, yes, liege. The assassins we sent into the Revenge Realm territory have returned with important news. Oh? They've captured the Master of Chaldea and are currently keeping her prisoner. Now I see, so that's what that was. Your Imperial Majesty? Gather our soldiers. It seems that some rats have snuck into our realm as well. Rats, my liege? Chaldean rats.
They're not rats.
Okay, we should be safe here, at least for the time being. Thank you for your help, miss.
Hold on, just give me a moment to take off my disguise. Oh, she saved them. Phew, it was stuffy in there.
Who are you?
Even Kadok took off his disguise.
I take it you have some affiliation with the church.
Yes, I do. My name is Johanna.
Johanna? Wait, Johanna? As in Pope Johanna?
That's right. I'm Johanna, the Phantom Pope.
A pleasure to meet you, Pope Johanna. I'm Sherlock Holmes. And this is Kadok Lupus. He's a master, not a servant. Did you really have to tell her that? Oh, it's quite alright. It was bound to come out sooner or later. And sharing it now shows that we trust her, as we should.
Oh my, thank you for that. Well, Holmes, that's so uncharacteristically nice of you.
I don't really recall him having a weakness for beautiful women. Would you two be so kind as to pipe down? I'm attempting to have a serious conversation. So I gotta ask, why'd you save us? I mean, you're on their side, right?
No, by rights, I should be opposing you. It's my duty, really. But I simply can't stand for that sort of thing.
To what sort of thing do you refer? Might I ask?
Killing, hurting, deceiving, all of it. I'm a poor excuse for a hero, I know.
Not at all. Yeah, not at all, Fair Pope. It just goes to show how inherently noble you truly are. Now, much as I would rather avoid asking such prying questions, I'm afraid we absolutely need information.
Of course, I'd be glad to tell you what I know.
Thank you. Very well then, I'd like to begin by learning about the current state of the singularity. But it would be a waste of time for all of us to have you start from the beginning, so I hope that you'll allow me to first posit my own theory. Naturally, if there's anything I have wrong, or if there's some essential bit of information I'm missing, please don't hesitate to jump in and correct me.
Alright.
Very well then. There are 3 factions warring for control of this singularity, each of which possesses territory they call realms. Kriemhild's Revenge Realm, Constantino's his Reinstatement Realm, and Charles the Great's Righteous Realm. But this war is solely a power struggle, or perhaps a means to an altogether different objective. The singularity must be repaired because every one of its heroic spirits are rebelling against proper human history.
Yes, that's all correct.
I presume they're fighting over the Holy Grails. Though not just one alone wouldn't be sufficient for all this. I suspect there are 3 Holy Grails here, one in each realm, and every realm is attempting to claim the others for itself. It's little wonder every faction is competing for such valuable objects. 3 Holy Grails, so there's 3 sources of magical energy here.
Oh my, you even figured out the Holy Grails.
I merely did my best to arrive at the correct conclusion, given the facts available. What's more, the master that would normally command you all both exists and does not exist. They activate your command spells during battle, but never actually show themselves. It's all but certain that they exist, yet no one has ever seen them. Truly a mystery that has inevitably led to these servants having no choice but to rebel. Without any specific orders from their master, the servants began acting like they did. Like-minded servants joined forces until they formed their own factions. And you've continued to fight all by yourself, without knowing when or how the situation will ultimately resolve.
That's all exactly right. There was no need for me to interject at all.
You're too kind, Your Holiness.
At first, I did not know what to do. Rebelling against humanity wouldn't be overturning proper human history. That is a wish, an order that no servant must ever follow. But somehow, we've made our peace with it. We've accepted this order to the point we no longer question it. Some are more okay with it than others, and you do occasionally see those who can't bring themselves to obey it. But even so, none of us had the strength to outright defy it.
Why is that? Is your master simply that strong?
I don't know. I still don't understand why we can't defy this order, why we continue to obey it. It's just as much a mystery for us as for you.
Truly puzzling indeed. If you would permit me one more question, could you tell me what you know of the different realms? For example, anything that clearly differentiates one from the other?
Let me think. Kriemhild, the Revenge Realm, is the largest faction our realm is currently fighting. They're motivated by things like anger, despair, and, you know that feeling when you want to get back at someone who wronged you?
Revenge?
Oh right, that. Silly me. Ahem. Anyway, I've heard they use that to do this and that.
Wow, don't draw us in detail. I see.
Yep, this and that. So it's said that they have a lot more berserkers than the other realms. At least by comparison. As for our realm, the Reinstatement Realm, well, you've already seen for yourselves. We may not have as many servants as the Revenge Realm, but I think we make up for that with our coordination.
I see, so you're saying that they're all fighting this war with all their might.
Oh yes, definitely. It's inspiring to see.
They only wish their efforts didn't make our job more difficult.
Alright, I'm sorry.
Now, since this might be difficult for you to say, allow me. I gather this realm's servants are the highest in quality among the 3 realms. Am I correct?
Yes, you are.
Sounds like you chose well. You guys can offset the Revenge Realm's quantity with quality. It seems morale is simply high among both realms as well. Then what about the Righteous Realm?
Well, I'm afraid we still don't know much about them either. We don't know how many of them there are or what their average quality is. None of them have ever even snuck into our territory.
Is that so? I would have thought just having Charles the Great on their side would be enough to make them the strongest force here.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about that. I'm sorry I can't tell you more.
Please don't be. This has all been most illuminating, Your Holiness. You have my sincere thanks. I'm sure this hasn't been easy for you.
In what way?
You're the only servant in the reinstatement realm, caught between rebelling against humanity and protecting it.
I'm not though, deep down. Everyone else is just as conflicted. We're all caught between our master's order to rebel against humanity and our own desire to protect it. Our instincts drive us to the former, while our reason urges us to the latter. I'm telling you all of this is because I chose to heed reason over instinct.
I see.
Holmes,
What's wrong? We've been surrounded. We need to get out of here. Did she call them on us? No, it wasn't her. Constantinos must have sent them after he spotted us earlier. That just leaves one last question.
what's that?
Are you the reason this realm is named Reinstatement? Another time then. Now, if you'll excuse me. Gah! Why you...
Wait,
But Lady Johanna...
don't bother going after them. I just got the full picture of Chaldea's situation. We don't need to be worried about them.
I see, so you didn't betray us then.
What would I have to gain from doing that?
True, you certainly don't have anything else. That is exactly why this is the Reinstatement realm. I'm sorry. I guess I let my nerves get the better of me.
It's alright. I appreciate how devoted you are.
At any rate, it seems Chaldea is even more understaffed than we thought.
Yes, they have one servant, Sherlock Holmes, one master named Caddock Semlupus. And so far, as I could tell, no one else.
Then I suppose dealing with them can wait until later.
I agree.
So Sherlock Holmes, huh? I'm surprised they sent in a detective from the pages of fiction rather than history. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult Your Holiness.
It's alright. I know you didn't.
Good. Alright, Johanna. I mean, Your Holiness. Would you come with me to the castle? My subordinates have been wanting to see you.
Yes, of course. Let's be on our way.
Agreed.
Should I sing a hymn or two?
Maybe some other time.
I don't know what I should do, Konstantinos. You and I share a common wish, I know that. But in the end, I'm still just me. Hope Johanna can only ever be a fleeting dream after all. Good job, Holmes. Good job, Caddock. The escape...
Or... I spoke too soon! You know we're fighting now! Silly me!
The horse is in the way of that one guy. I'm gonna leave the middle guy for last, if anything, because he entertains me.
What do you do, Caddock?
Okay, evade. Not bad. Sure hit. Ooh. Skill seal. 3 times, 3 turns.
Not bad, actually. Not bad indeed.
I'm not gonna do that one just yet. And this one's fine. And this one too. Why not? And let's do some gauge filling.
Good job, Holmes.
Okay, not bad indeed. And yeah, let's go for this dude, because why not?
初歩的なことだとも
I miss being able to bring my own team.
エレメンタルマイピ
Though, it is kind of nice being able to give people that I don't have.
面白い
But I want more bonds.
実に興味
More bond reports would be wonderful. I can always use more of that. I'm gonna go after this dude.
始めるとしよ
Just because the horse guy entertains me.
う初歩的なことだとも
Thank you, Holmes. Just lower the defense.
エレメンタルマイピ
Good job, my dude.
面白い実に
Being
興
able to
味
stand is pretty nice. Ouch. Pain. Suffering. I'm sort of not really. I want that, please. Thank you, sir. I don't really need that right now, but let's do this.
そう賢明な判
Again.
断初歩的なことだともエレメンタルマイピ
I love all these defense down buffs.
なる
Very satisfying.
実に興味
Go get him. Oh, wonderful. Thank you, sir, for filling up my gauge again. I greatly appreciate that, my dude. Again.
始め剣そうか
I may regret just going after him, though. Or saving him for last, I mean. Because he is the toughest one, but... The horse? I was too distracted by the horse?
面白い実に
Or actually, no, they're unicorns. Ouch. Oh. No! My gauge. My beautiful gauge. Oh well, at least I can evade. That's good. Good enough. Why not? And away we go.
賢
Wee.
明な判断面白いなる
Oh, never mind, we got him down.
面白い
We didn't even need that evade. Goodbye, sir.
種明かしは必要
Ooh,
は
ha ha ha. Did we escape in time? Or did Caddock guys escape in time, I mean? Ooh! Enjoy your burger. Oh, that sounds good right now.
Looks like that was the last of them. I can't believe we actually got away. Only because they weren't trying very hard to capture us. I suspect Pope Johanna had something to do with that. Why would she do that? Not for us, that much is clear. No, I believe she simply wanted to learn as much as she could about Chaldea. We're no more than invaders as far as she's concerned, though. What? I also don't believe that was the only reason she made contact with us. She has her own share of troubles she's currently agonizing over. You've got any proof, or maybe some reason to explain why you think that? She knew exactly who we were. That alone isn't surprising, not with Moriarty here. He's almost certainly working behind the scenes, which means that we should assume that this realm already knows about us, if not the others as well. Yeah, fair point. There are all sorts of ways Moriarty could feed them information without ever having to show himself. Which just leaves one question. Brief though my conversation with Pope Johanna was, I could tell that she is both intelligent and sensible. So what could have made her think that she'd have a chance of extracting information from me?
Cocky as that is of you, you're not wrong.
Good point. I was thinking the same thing.
If if we were against the Holmes, I'd be worried about giving up information if I tried to extract any from you.
Precisely. Let us say for the moment that she came to us alone and tried to extract information from us in the guise of offering assistance. The act itself is so bizarre, it defies conventional understanding. My reputation precedes me, after all, so instead, she was likely pretending to try to get information out of us while actually feeding it to us? Correct. In fact, she may even sincerely believe her actions are not in conflict, that she was merely doing her best to aid her realm. But that cannot, logically speaking, be the case. Perhaps it was her duty as a guardian of humanity that drove her to act, perhaps another emotion altogether. Well, either way, at least we made it out of there. So what's next? What else? You have to keep investigating the singularity. Ahem. From what we've learned about the Revenge Realm, there's nothing Holmes can do there on his own. As such, our current priority is gathering more information once we resolve the singularity. That should give Misaki the opportunity to come back to us.
I'm gonna spend most of my time in prison, aren't I? Director,
Of course. There is no question in anyone's mind that Misaki is essential to our combat capabilities. Therefore, I'll put together a plan to rescue her from the Revenge Realm once we have sufficient information and allies. We will discuss it further then, and only then. Any objections?
None at all.
Agreed. With the right factors in place, mounting a rescue would certainly be within the realm of possibility. Got it, so what's our next move then, Holmes? If we're not going to the Revenge Realm, then the Righteous Realm, of course. Are you serious? I mean, we're talking about Charles the Great here, right? Do you think Kriemhild, a queen who's named after her realm after her lust for vengeance, will be more amenable to peaceful discussion? Well, no, but then let us be on our way. Mind, this is only speculation on my part. But I suspect Charles's realm is our only safe haven in this entire singularity.
You know it's a good cliffhanger. And yes, I'll only do 2 multiples tonight, max. Because I gotta save the most of it for Moriarty next week. Yeah, I'll continue it later. That one though, do I want your head?
Oh no, does she want my head?
No, she probably would. But I'm going to delay my doom. I can't resist, I have to do these ones. I have problems. First one.
Gilgamesh Child.
You're hard passing in Moriarty next week?
Give me your Moriarty luck then. If you don't need him, I do.
Well, I want him anyways. I don't even bother to look what he does. I just want him because I like his design. Ruin Church. And I have a keychain of him just to use as a catalyst.
Now, Constantino.
Battle of Kamlan. Well, this is a good sign. I haven't gotten the have-not yet. And because I said that, I probably jinxed it. Let me knock on wood. Knock, knock. Okay. Now. Yeah. Stare. Stare, stare, stare. Unwithering flower. Adorable. Archer. Gilgamesh Child, it's you again. You've wandered here too. Who is next? La Folia.
Hello, ma'am.
A little baby.
Medea. Hello, ma'am.
Then there's...
Hector! Hector, please, give me some gotcha luck. Hector?
Oof. So yay for Roland and Grimhild.
Ooh!
Oh?
Speaking of Roland, hello, Roland.
Hey, I got the boy. You know, tonight's a win in the end. Roland.
Oh, it's Shinji.
But Roland... Caster?
Heraciltus.
Ostaf will be happy.
Roland's here.
The elixir of love.
Would any of you like the elixir of love? I will give it up as an offering. I don't need it. Or maybe I do.
No, I don't.
Hello, Tota. May I please have some of your unlimited rice? Okay, thanks.
Necromancy.
Very, very edgy.
サーバント、セイバー、ローランだ。体の頑丈さと筋力、イケメンさ、あと脱ぎっぷりには定評があるぞ。マスターの許可が下りたらすぐにでも脱ぐつもりだ。
What an introduction, my dude. Well...
Wow, that person's lineup's amazing. Just a bunch of swimsuit servants equipped with the elixir of love. Beautiful.
And now...
The last one of the night, because most of it's going to Moriarty.
Maybe I'll get another Roland. Oh, the illusory confessional. Okay, that's nice. I accept that. Avithron.
Amithron, please, give me some luck. Give me some catalyst golems for luck.
Theba.
Hello, Fergus. Goodbye, Fergus.
Yeah, I don't have Old Man Moriarty, sadly.
Ryudoji Temple.
I'm just gonna rely on my Moriarty keychain, as in young Moriarty keychain, because it's beautiful. Flowery Paradise. Cute. More practices to collect.
Even more Flowery Paradise for me.
Assassin.
Hello, Henry.
There. Unwithering flower. Again, adorable. And who could it be? Or what can it be? It's be an archer.
Hello, David.
Okay, I'm just gonna get one rolling, that's fine. Unless...
I think Gobla.
it was worth a shot. Okay, the student council president. As one do. You know, this is fine. I got Roland and some new craft distances, so that's a win, you know?
Not bad at all.
I half expected not to get any of the new people. But, you know, It was good. It's for Astolfo. Well, Astolfo would have loved Charlemagne being here too, but he'll have another banner soon enough. Moriarty, though.
Moriarty, my boy, please be kind to me.
So with that being said, thank you for stopping by the stream. I hope everyone has a great rest of their day and epic gotcha luck. I'm going to eat some cheesecake now
To celebrate getting Roland.
So I'll see you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Woohoo! Roland.